Joystick, the game's about to start. A high score world, now that's an art. We're cruising on hoverboards, living our dream. Old school forever, we're igniting the scene. It's time to kick it old school, turn the clocks back, break the rules. When the pixels pop and the world was cool, we're taking it back, that's how we roll, we roll. It's time to kick it old school, where the beats are fresh, the tech was gold. From arcades to TV shows that ruled, you know we're kicking it old school.
Today's episode is brought to you by PTZ Optics. Disability upgrade. New Wave Toys and their Replicate Amusements products. GG Retrobox. Get 3 to 5 games from your favorite series, consoles, and game genres delivered to your doorstep every month with GG Retrobox, the ultimate retro gaming subscription box for video game enthusiasts. Use code GRS15 at checkout to get 15% off your first box. And
Boom shakalaka! Hey everybody, it's Tim Kitzer here, the voice of some of your favorite video games like NBA Jam and NFL Blitz, and I'm here to talk to you about Old School Gamer Magazine. It's the magazine for retro gaming, and it's exploding. Kaboom! Print issues come out every other month, and if you want to go green, digital options are available. Visit oldschoolgamer.com and subscribe now. That's oldschoolgamer.com. Boom shakalaka! Kaboom!
Woo! We are here once again, Friday. We survived another week, and I'm glad you guys survived another week too. We're kicking off Friday, kicking off the weekend with Kicking It Old School once again. Very happy to see all of you guys out there. I'll go through the chat and see who is joining us first thing on this Friday, November, 8th already. We're getting closer to Thanksgiving every minute of the day. But let's start. We got, of course, Jason here. Jason, always good to see you, my friend. He's also our moderator, so beware of the Jason. We have JJ here as well. Andy's game room as always. Sir Sega, always happy to see you here as well. J Rod is here once again. Ron W. RM McCrae 114. I'll get glasses one of these days. We have Michael B. or Mitchell B. I always get that wrong. He's gonna punch me in the face one day. That's okay. Michael Barrers is here. Andy, Adam Caleb here as well. Tim York. Green Sammy 87. Pliskin's Run. Everyone thought Snake was dead, but he's not. Pliskin's Run is here. We like seeing you, Snake. Good to see you. Oh, God, we get these hard ones now. We got Free Bird Runner. I'm sorry. That's kind of bad. Javi Hands is here as well. Ted Adam Green is here. Bill's Retro Gaming Show, a fellow retro guy here on YouTube. Make sure you go give him a like and subscribe on his channel. Steve M is here. Ted Adam Green, I think I got before as well. Chris Ford is here. Sathos, what's up? Papa Brad's Gaming is here. He's climbing up the charts. He's at like 21,000 subs now. Give a like and subscribe to good old Papa for Papa Brad's Gaming. Good guy. Rich Ogan is here. Rotondo is here. Saved by Zero. PWC is here. Shit for Brains is here. I have shit for brains. That's why I'm drinking my blue. It's not milk, but it's blue anyway. Carbon Center is here. Rich is here. Make sure we got everyone here. I think we got everyone. Oh, Jabos 98 is here. Santhros, I think we got everyone now. Okay. And I butcher people's names left and right, but hey, after a week, lucky I'm able to even sit up and do a show. But I got to tell you, normally weeks are pretty tough. Oh, I see Glenn just joined as well. So I got to say, sometimes you have bad weeks. Sometimes, is Kathleen Kennedy blue milk? No, it is not. I don't want any milk out of Kathleen Kennedy, no matter where it comes from. But, you know, I have to say, sometimes things happen in life where you have like an epiphany and you feel better. And this week, you know, I talked to some people this week, and I'm feeling pretty good. I feel like a new man. You know, I feel like I'm back in my game. I feel like maybe a lot of weight was taken off of me on a personal level. You know, just on a level that I'm free. So I got to say that right now. Glenn is here. Glenn is back. Watch out, women, because Glenn is around now. Okay. So we have a lot of things to go over today. No, I did bring up the did my screen go away? It did. The stupid thing I had it running the whole time, and then it died out. So if I bring this up over here, of course, it died out, because why would things work properly the whole show? So I'll bring that up over here. So I was going to talk about this stuff on Halloween, and I just ran out of time on the Halloween show. So we're going to talk a little bit about Maniac Mansion and Scum, which is a program that runs all these older style games. I actually had it running. You can see it behind me over there. But my HDMI thing here decided to go night night. Of course, something. At least my audio is working, video's working. I'm in a freaking good mood, because sometimes you have stress of your past on your shoulders, and you know what? I'm not gonna have the stress of my past anymore. Now I'm looking forward to new things, building up GRS even bigger, building up you guys out there, my friends out in the YouTube community, making sure we have the best out there. And I'm gonna stop talking for a second. Now, if you have any questions, I like what P Dub did. I was on P Dub's show on Monday. If you have a question, just put like a hashtag question, just so it'll catch my eye a little bit easier. If you actually have a question for me, and I'll talk about it. Otherwise, I'm just gonna kind of go around here, and you know, it is Lucas. This is not working either. What is going on with the system here? I fix things, then they break. Where is it? My goodness. No sense fixing stuff when they keep breaking on you. That's my live chat. I don't care about the live chat. It's gotta be up here further. What are you hiding on me? What are you hiding on me? Live chat window. But I don't care about that right now. I want to find Twitch. Oh, it's turned off. Dum dum. There we go. LucasArts was the best. They made some really good games. And the first time I saw Maniac Mansion, my cousin Anthony, he got a Commodore 64 for Christmas. So it had to be around 82, 83, whenever Maniac Mansion first came out. And it was one of the games he was given. So we set up this little Commodore 64 thing and the monitor, put the disc in, and this game, I'm kind of like, what is this? A chainsaw and stuff? And it actually became one of my favorite games. Zach McCracken, the Alien Mindbenders, another good game. Full Throttle, you know, Secret of Monkey Island. LucasArts made some really good stuff. Of course, Kathleen Kennedy goes in, and Disney, and they killed LucasArts. At least, you know, it's a shame. Day of the Tentacle, another good one. Absolutely, Papa Brad. Never actually finished that one, though. That one I kind of got stuck on. I kind of stopped. But before we get into all the Maniac Mansion and Scum stuff, I'm going to talk about, I guess, some things here. So I know a lot of people purchased my iiRcade Ultimate Control Panel and the KVM. And then we did the pre-orders for both. And, you know, they went. Of course, we sent out emails. We actually had all the iiRcade people's emailing list. We emailed everyone saying, listen, doing a pre-order for this stuff. You want to get in on it. And some people still didn't get in on it. And now they want to get on it now. So the Ultimate Control Panel is not going to be put back in production just yet. But there are people who have the Ultimate Control Panel but didn't get the KVM. So keep an eye on my channel. We are going to be doing a pre-order again for the iiRcade KVM system. It is not going to be as inexpensive as before. That's kind of what happens. You miss out on that first order and you're going for the second run. It's going to be a little bit more money. I believe we were doing, I think it was like 120. We did the KVM before. It's going to be 160 for the second run. And we have to have 200 units. So if we get 200 units, we will make a batch 2 of the KVM board. If not, it's not going to be reproduced. It's a lot of work making that thing. And we have a lot of other projects coming down the pipeline. But if we get 200 people who have the iiRcade KVM switcher and want that KVM board, we will manufacture 200 at 160. Keep an eye out for that. Join that pre-order. We hit 200, we will produce them. If we don't hit the 200, we'll refund you money and go from there. What else do I want to talk about? So The GRS Build-A-Case FU full-size edition. Right now, that is being assembled, plenty assembled. I'm hoping to have that before the end of this month. So I should have my prototype, if all goes well, before the end of November, in which case I can assemble it on for you guys and show you it functioning for you guys. And then we'll start the Kickstarter after that. So I'm really hoping to get the FU edition here before the end of this month. Worst case, it'll be maybe the first week of December, but we're trying to get it done now. It's being assembled now. We finalized the design. We're going to build one. I want to see if you guys are really happy with it, and if so, we'll go on from there. I haven't seen anyone put a question here, but I'm just going to read here real quick. Mitchell B. The switcher is a game changer, and it really helps a lot. I'm not sure if it's an insta buy, Adam, but if you definitely people are very happy with it. Like I was a little nervous. It was very complicated. It was the first Viper device we had going out there with R-Cade, but it's been doing very, very well. And I just saw a question here. I think where was it about the Viper as well? Sort of somewhere. Oh, I don't. I'm not going to take your money. The team will. I want you to enjoy what you get. I'm not about the money. Never been for the money at all. Is there? That's not a good. That's not a bad idea. We are going to be doing my yearly Christmas special. We'll be doing that. But maybe we should make a Christmas catalog. Maybe we should. I did my I bought maybe a Bonds Adventure review using the Viper KVM switcher. And for people who did pre-order the Viper, that should be coming out soon, and we're going to be reopening pre-orders on them. It's selling out really quick, which is good. But it's also bad. So I don't want people to sit there and say, I can't get it. I don't want that. I want people to be able to get them. That right now, we are not going to be doing the decks right now. It probably won't be until 25, because right now we want to concentrate on the GRS Build-A-Case FU edition and get the ball rolling on that one. And something else I'm going to show you guys tonight. We're going to get the ball rolling on that. But right now, my concentration has to be on the GRS Build-A-Case full-size unit. I know there's other people coming to the market in 2025, and I want to be out there basically first showing you guys that a small person, a small company, small organization can not only build the best product, give you guys the best product, but do it more inexpensively than anyone else with more in it. I'm tired of other people selling devices and these kits, arcade one-ups, and charging all this money, and the quality's not there, or all this money, and you guys get disappointed. I want you guys to put something together and basically have everything you guys want, or easily be able to add more things that you want and have a full-size machine in your home. That's what I want. But the decks will come out again in the future. But right now, my concentration has to be on the Build-A-Case full-size unit. That is true. It is also how you use it. And fortunately, as you guys know, Lenny definitely knows how to use it. And you guys do too. So perfect. So there's no interest in those games coming out on Steam. I don't know. They could be on Steam. I really don't know. I'm more and more, especially the older games, I don't like going online for them. I want to have them myself. I don't like having these old games on Steam. They can just take it away from you. I just don't like that. Video Game Vegas. Welcome. Happy Friday to you as well. Appreciate you here, buddy. Let's see. I'm going through the chat real quick, see if I missed any questions that may have come through. The Viper is, and we've actually, Bobby Vu, another thing I want to mention, Bobby Vu is a great guy. He's a fantastic guy. And he's been working on a 2 terabyte Viper build. We're going to downsize that to about 1.5 because there's some stuff in there that doesn't run well in the Viper. But thanks to him and working with the R-Cade team and myself, we've been optimizing and fixing things. So like N64, Killer Instinct, stuff like that runs smooth, runs great. Other like PSP runs great. So we're optimizing the standard Viper. Now, just to remind everyone that the original Viper, the R-Cade 3566, was originally only designed for my Build-A-Case, which you can see right here on the center screen, which you can get 50% off. That's right, $49.99, not $99.99. That's what the Viper was really designed for. But when we started doing these things like the KVM, for when iiRcade started to go belly up, we decided to put the Viper in there, and it's very capable, but it's not the most powerful out there. It's not the weakest, but it's definitely not the most powerful. But the Build-A-Cade FU edition, FU full-size unit, will have our Viper Venom. And the Viper Venom is the second generation of Viper with a 3588, more RAM, more of everything, more beast mode. And that will run most likely your Wii, your Switch, if you can get it. If you want to go to GL from Nintendo, but in theory, it would work. The Viper Venom will be a standard item on the Build-A-Cade part of the base unit. Remember, I'm shooting for under $1,000, and I'm going to go under $1,000 for a full-size solid wood cabinet, quality built, 19-inch BOE power rotated screen. You can press a button and rotate the screen, or the Viper, your PC, could rotate it based on the game. You're going to have stereo speakers. You're going to have a real working, functioning coin door. You're going to have a opening front where you can store different control panels. We're going to have multiple control panels. The one that comes with it will come with 2 joysticks with my signature TOS GRS gate switchers. You can switch manually, or the Viper or your PC can change it. 2 optical spinners, a trackball, volcano buttons, the whole 9 yards. All that's going to be under $1,000. Of course, a light up marquee, all those type of things. But then you can add different control panels, and we're going to have control panels for Star Wars, Ikari Warriors, golf, bowling, Tempest, Warlords, Sinden Target Pro, guns, all these different type of control decks you'll be able to have in there as well. And if you don't want the Viper, and remember the Viper, you can still do you can play people around the world. You can stream from Steam as well on the Viper. But if you want your own PC, that's fine. You can put a PC in there. You've got a spot right in the back. Open the door, put a PC back there. You can do that as well. So this thing will also offer the AL Link bit pixel or LCD pixel display. You want to have the nice marquee up top, you can add that as well. We have other things I don't want to talk about just yet that will be also available for that machine. So stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to be doing a lot more things and a lot more stuff coming out, including I just did a teaser just the other day. I know BCon went a little crazy over it. So when we released the GRS Star Wars Flight Yoke, that was our Kickstarter. So when people say, why are you doing a Kickstarter? We've done a Kickstarter before, and we killed it. And if we need to get funds for something to do it, that's the best way to go about it. We let the community show us that they are interested in it, and that's what we did with our Star Wars yoke. And it is the best yoke on the planet. There is the Allen One, but the Allen One is a complete recreation of the Atari arcade one. Nothing wrong with that. If you want a complete recreation with metal aluminum gears and regular potentiometers, and spend more money just for a base unit, and then even more money for USB, you can definitely do that. My yoke is a completely new designed Hall effect technology for the yoke. It is a recreation. It also has additional buttons on back for coin and select. But we always wanted to add more to it, because you can play Star Wars games, you can play a lot of games, but that's what this is going to be. I'm doing a video on this. I'll get it out as soon as I can. These little guys right here, if I get this in the camera here, these are little expansion modules. They will come together. One of them is this here, which will have an analog joystick and 4 additional buttons. And then the other one will add a throttle stick and 4 buttons. You can see that right there. And the throttle stick has ways you can adjust it, how smooth it is, or if it has locks in the spots. And they are rechargeable. They'll last a few weeks on a charge. They have their own USB-Cs on them. And those are something you'll be able to add to your yoke and have additional controllers right at your fingertips. You don't have to take your hands off the yoke to do things. You're playing Star Wars Squadrons, something like that. You have your throttle right there. You can get all your weapons, everything within your hands on there. And that's something we want to try coming out as well. So before we start going back to doing more KVM units, we need to get these other things out quickly as well. And again, just go through the chat here real quick. I don't see any actual question. Paul got a question. Here we go. Will the GRS Build-A-Case FU edition be available in the UK? We are planning, yes, for this to be a worldwide worldwide sales. Now, we are getting the weight down. I know initially I did tell everyone the weight was around 311 pounds. We definitely got the weight down, and we found other ways to do that without sacrificing any of the quality or the wood or anything. So we're getting the weight down. And we are trying to work our best with different ways of shipping it. It'll probably come in multiple packs. Probably maybe we're talking probably 3 boxes to try and get the weight down and keep the shipping costs down as low as possible for the United States, for Canada, and around the world. We will be offering that, yes. Unfortunately, we don't have direct control. Maybe Glenn should start a GRS shipping company, maybe, if we get that big. But shipping is definitely on our minds because of weight and things along those lines. I'll make sure I don't go back and miss any of the questions beforehand. You know what's kind of so I saw James hates everything. I saw he had the claw machine. You know, there was a years ago, and I was going to bring it out today and do it, but I said I have too much other stuff to talk about. I have a small claw machine, and it works better than your arcade one-up machine. It probably has about the same amount of weight it could pick up, which is kind of scary on it. Another question here, Carbon Center. Question: early on, how did you find someone to engineer a Hall effect spinner? Months before finding you, I watched Ben Heck talking about a Hall effect thumbsticks. Thank goodness you did it. Well, to be quite honest, that's the one good thing that did come from Arcade 1-Up is that they built a really bad product. So when it first came out, and I started, yes, everyone, I did start the very first Arcade 1-Up fan page on Facebook. Surprising. And when I did that, I was actually reached out by Thunderstick Studios, and they had come out with a Hall effect spinner, and they wanted to see if it was something that we could maybe partner in on, because I was obviously in with Arcade 1-Up, and obviously Arcade 1-Up decided to take that and just kind of ruin that relationship. But that's where it all started. So Hall effect technology is something we try and use as much as possible. There's nothing to break, nothing to wear out, and it's very easy to update settings through firmware, like our Hall effect spinners. We're going to be offering a new PCB for about $5, which will give all new capabilities, even to the very first Hall effect spinner we released, version 1. So yeah. So and Ben Heck, I saw his show he did where he took one of the Super Impulse Space Invaders and he opened it and he made a real keychain out of it. And he's like, "Did you do something like this?" Yeah, I took a Raspberry Pi and I threw it in one of their machines. I was the very first person in the world to take a Raspberry Pi Zero and shove it in a Super Impulse Tiny Arcade. I had to fix it because it broke. But yeah, so Ben Heck, I'd like to get him on the show one of these days and we can have a good conversation. Looks like we had a super chat come here as well. I knew Kongs was going to be here. I knew it. I knew it. I haven't been this excited to play with Glenn sticks and my throttle in a long time. I can't wait to get this to start. Exactly. So, Kong, I'm trying to get the video done. It's probably going to get started this weekend, but these are these bad boys right here. These are wireless. They are rechargeable. They last a few weeks. I'll go over more on these in my video, but I knew Kongs was going to be here today, and I appreciate the super chat, buddy, because we do want to constantly enhance. We want to keep bringing new things to the table. And again, I have a lot of stuff in the pipeline still, but my team has to calm me down. Like right now, we have to finish up the Build-A-Case FU edition. We have to get this little guy out right here for people with the Star Wars flight yoke. This is really going to really make that Star Wars flight yoke. It's already the best in the world. I'm going to be like Donald Trump now. It's going to be the best ever. It's going to be the best ever. And that's what we're shooting for. It already is. But I'm still going to shoot for it because you know what? When you stop innovating, when you stop making things better, that's when you fail as a company. That's when you fail as a human being. Always strive to do better. If you get to the top, try not to do yourself. And that's what these little guys are going to be right here. You want to play games like I was saying, Rogue Squadron, Star Wars Squadrons. How about Spy Hunter? You need buttons for Spy Hunter. You could do that as well. And I hope I saved a lot of people. That's the thing is, it's funny, it's like a girlfriend. They sometimes are just very ungrateful. Arcade 1-Up was ungrateful. I did all these things for them, and people, women, could be ungrateful as well. And again, I'm free now. I'm a free guy, and I don't care what Arcade 1-Up does. I don't care what other people do. You want to be ungrateful? That's okay. You guys are here. You guys are my family. That's all I need. GRS saved my marriage. Okay. Maybe you didn't want to have it saved. But if you did, Jason, I'm glad about that, buddy. I really am. Cammy! Cammy's here. Cammy, hit me up. Send me a message, would you? Just send me a message after. We'll talk. We'll talk. It's always good to see Cammy from down under. I'm not sure if she actually lives in Tasmania, but she's definitely from Australia. But it's great. She's probably early in the morning there, probably like 10 o'clock in the morning there. Cammy, it's always great to see you. You're a doll. Love you to death. GRS made me 6 inches taller. Salute. Salute. Oh, we got Dane here. Howdy from Dallas. Hope you're having some warm weather there. I actually want to come to Dallas one of these days because I want to go to the National Video Game Museum. I was actually invited, but I haven't gotten out there yet. But free man now. Maybe I'll go out to Dallas. I don't have to worry about no one else but myself. Maybe I'll come out to Dallas. Check out the museum over there. It's going to be huge. Well, again, I'm trying to design things that I want. It just so happens I think you guys want it as well. And just keep the prices low. Making these things with the highest possible quality, add it to your yoke, adding to your fun. And that's what I want. I want you guys to play this stuff. I want you to play this stuff. When your girlfriend gives you shit, that's okay. Go to the game room and play. Don't take the girlfriend shit. Go and play the games. That's it. GRS. Making gaming great again. It's going to be the best gaming experience ever. Ever. When you want the best, grab 6 inches, go GRS. There you go. Were they losers or were they losers or were they what was she saying? Trash. The trash. that trash. Does it integrate? Kong, since you're here, buddy, I'm gonna tell you. So this is the little magic box. So this will connect wirelessly to these, and your flight yoke will connect USB to this. So the answer to your question is it will interface and register. And I'll do a video showing you how it works. But you're a smart man, Charlie Brown, Mr. Kongs. Question. Meatball Saucy, buddy, how you doing? Question. If you own the Star Wars yoke, we'll be able to get the kit for an FU control panel. The answer is that is most likely yes. We're going to be offering control panels, absolutely. But also we have third parties who make control panels as well. So if we don't have one for you, I'm sure 99vLiveds Arcade or one of our other partners will be making a control panel that could drop your existing GRS hardware or other hardware if you want it to be not as good. Other hardware in your full-size Build-A-Case unit. I got and Kong, since you're still here. I'll message you after the show. I'll send you a message after the show. GRS pizza oven. Yeah, it's called Chick. That's your pizza oven. Right there. Competition does create innovation, but I'm also in competition with myself. And we're a T-Sex in competition with ourselves. We don't want to just create and forget. We will constantly improve. We will continuously innovate because that's who we are as gamers. Okay, we're not a big company out there just to stick you guys with a piece of shit product and make money and disappear. We want to be around. We want to be the company you guys talk well about and tell your friends about. And that's how we want to do word of mouth, like Girl Scout cookies, right? Thin Mints, that's my favorite. They come around, you got to buy the Thin Mints. When you're going around gaming, I want you to think GRS, but Glenn's Retro Show, not Game Room Solutions. I'm sure they're fine. I don't own their stuff. But when I'm talking GRS, I'm talking Glenn's Retro Show, not Game Room Solutions. Oh, she is. She does live in Tasmania. I thought she did. So, Tammy, hit me up after the show, and we'll chat just for a little bit. Boom. She's the best. She really is the best. I love Cammy. We got Video Game Vegas. Tell Cammy to message me too. Okay, message him too. You do that too. It's going through. Oh, Hobby Hands. You always get a $2 super chat from Hobby Hands. GRS made me grow chest hair. And I think with that, where is it? Do I have it here somewhere? Let me see. I have so much stuff going on my screens here. Where is it? Where is it? Dun, dun, dun. I will give you a Vader. Vader likes it.
You have failed me for the last time.
Got to the super chat in there. One of these days, I'll get my buttons ready. I have this very small stream deck here. I need a bigger one. Size sometimes matters. That's what they tell me all the time, and that's why they're always GRS satisfied. Starting to get cold. You know, we hit like it was warm again today. It was windy. It was warm. I think tomorrow it's going to start cooling off again, but I think you're setting your cold our way because I think this weekend it's starting to be getting cold. Skynet is born with Elon Musk and his Colossus project. If you guys have not seen this, there was a movie in the late 60s. Very good movie. Even to this day, it's valid. It's called Colossus, the Foreman Project. And it's, of course, it's about AI. And it blows my mind from that long ago how much he's still getting right. And freaking Elon Musk is naming his most powerful AI Colossus. And I would say watch the movie. And then I don't know, Elon. You kind of got me on that one. Why do you want to eat McDonald's French fries all of a sudden? I think our vice president's gonna start working for McDonald's because Mr. Trump got a promotion. So let's see here. Falling behind on some of these messages. Whoop. Obi-Wan. Hello, Glenn. Is the Viper board compatible with your Build-A-Case? So the answer is yes, but you have to buy the Viper kit. So you buy the GRS Viper, which you get to the SBC, and there's a small kit that has a different ribbon cable for the screen and the buttons. You would put those two kits together. I think it's like $9 or $15 for the Viper kit, but it's totally worth it because we are optimizing all the stuff that we have in the arcade system for the Build-A-Case, including being able to play with remote friends. You get two Build-A-Cases. You can put one here and one there, and two friends can play like Street Fighter right next to each other, or one in Austria, or in Alaska, in England, in the US, with your Build-A-Case. Put it on your full-size TV set, just plug it in. It'll go to the big screen. Pull it off, it'll go to the little screen. Plug in controllers, it'll do it. So the R-Cade and Viper is really going to be so much better than a Raspberry Pi because a lot of this stuff is already done on the back end for you. We have the built-in game downloader. We have built-in BitPixel, built-in gate switching, built-in Moonlight. You want to stream from Steam? That's built in as well. So the answer is yes. We have to buy the kit to allow it to connect. We are going to start selling the Build-A-Case in the future with the Viper. It'll be more expensive, obviously. So I would still say grab the $49.99 Build-A-Case while you can. It's still going to probably be being less, adding the Viper later than the full kit. But we're going to want to do that because it is STEM certified. So thanks, Jen, my ex, for that one. The STEM certification was her idea, so I appreciate that. And we'll be able to sell it to educational, high schools, elementary schools, because for educational purposes. So some things come out of relationships that are still good. All right, I'll take it. Israel Gaming. Hello, Glenn. Just got off work. Didn't really miss too much, but you can always watch these at the beginning of the show. It's only an hour. We only go an hour, so you can always catch up again if you think you missed something. And hit the like and subscribe. Do those two things. You know what? I would love, and let me tell you something. If I could build a time machine, I'd be the best and worst person to have it. Because I have a lot of regrets in life. And I would definitely like to go back and fix those regrets. But then if I fix those regrets, would I still be the same person I am now? Unless I can keep all my memories from now, and like it works more like Marvel than Back to the Future rules, where my current person gets erased. But if I could build a goddamn time machine, yeah, I would do a lot. And it would be, I'd have my own SpaceX. I'd have my own AI. I would be doing everything Elon Musk is doing. Or maybe I'll just befriend him when he was younger and just let him still do his thing, but be his best buddy, partying over here with you guys still on Friday nights. How about that? How about that? Third-party companies will make enhancements. Doesn't sell. Well, it does. It will, I hope. I mean, art packs. We don't make the art packs. We ask Joe Sabos and other people to do that. And 99 Lives makes good things as well. So I think that people make enhancements for our stuff that you guys will like. We're only partnering with the best. Simply the best. Wah, 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 wah. Better than all the rest. Right? Let's see here. What do we have here? Do you happen to know how long after the initial launch of the FU Chris Ford. So these swappable control panels will be options you can purchase at the time of the Kickstarter. So they will be available then. Now you don't have to buy them then, but you'll get a better deal. We're gonna give these huge price breaks at the time during our Kickstarter campaign. But you will be able to buy like my small Build-A-Case. You can do a 4-pack. You can do a 2-pack. Not the Singer 2-pack, but you know what I mean. So we will have them available then as well. Absolutely. If your GRS hasn't worn off in 4 hours, don't call the doctor. No, call the women. Why waste it? If your GRS hasn't worn off in 4 hours, you call the women. Let them work on it. There we go. Or again, maybe you know what, women, whatever you want. I'm open. Whatever you want. Be cool. Be cool. Let's see here. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. I prefer McDonald's only because they had Ronald McDonald, the Hamburglar, Mayor McCheese, the Professor, the Fry Guys. I mean, they took all that shit away and they're trying to make McDonald's into a fancy restaurant. I hate to break it to you, McDonald's. You are not a fancy restaurant. Your food is not that good. Your food is cheap and fast. Now it is not cheap. It's not fast. They want to bring it to my table. I'd rather go to Burger King. Okay, I'll go to Burger King or Wendy's. McDonald's, you can go. Be honest. Get it to yourselves. The song Colossus by Avatar is awesome. What we got right here. Dun dun dun. What's this here? Hobby Hand is saying something here. Where is it? Anyone play the SNK versus Street Fighter homebrew? I've not, but you're saying it's amazing. I'll take your word. I never actually owned a 64. I've only emulated it. One day maybe I'll get a 64 or 128 and play in 64 mode, but I've never done that that way. Let's see. We're still doing okay on time. I do want to make sure I talk about Maniac Mansion, Scum, and all those other things. And why is that screen back up? Get the screen. Yeah, bring that back up. There we go. Boom. Make sure I'm not missing any chats. Goofy Foot is here. I was told FU by a client today. So see, they want to order a FU unit too. Anytime someone tells you FU, you say, yes, I am going to get a GRS FU. You should too. Absolutely, Goofy. Great. It's good news. What we got here? Easiest Gaming. I'm subscribed to Glenn. You're awesome, dude. Thanks. You guys are even better because I am nothing without you guys. And I really do appreciate when you guys join every Friday, especially now more than ever. Now, it's a bachelor pad. Bachelors. That's all good. It's all good. Video Game Vegas. You should show an April Fool's joke and paint your ass on the old arcade one-up machine and call it the FU Cab, the Kathleen Kennedy edition. That would be a scary. That's more like a Friday 13th or a Halloween prank, I think. Absolutely. And if anyone remembers or was around when I did my Star Wars flight yoke, we gave with the Star Wars flight yoke, the version 2 spinner, the version 2 trackball, the arcade one-up spinner, the Tron joystick, the encoder, and obviously the Star Wars flight yoke, the Tron topper for the spinners, the push-pull. You got everything for a ridiculous price. And I still have one here in the box, how it came, because that was an amazing thing. We were looking for like 30,000. I think we had 52,000 on that. This is going to be more, though. This is a full-size unit, so we I don't want to announce how much we're looking for, but I think we'll hit it. I really think we'll hit it because if people are still interested in arcade, multi-cades, things along those lines, no one's going to touch me in quality. No one's going to touch me in the controls, and no one's going to come close to my price, which I am definitely losing my mind on. But I'm a McDonald's. No, you're a McDonald's. Don't be calling me McDonald's. You're a McDonald's. I'm losing really far. I think I finally caught up. Yeah. So the stretch goals will be a big thing. So obviously we're gonna come in well under under $1,000. I don't know if say well under 1,000, but under $1,000. I'm not talking $999.99. I hate when people do that crap. It's gonna be under 1,000, not $999.99.99. That's not what we're doing. We'll come to $1,000, coming with all the good things I talked about before. But I do want to talk really quick about Lucasfilm. Not Lucasfilm with Kathleen Kennedy because I'm gonna be honest, and I've said this to a lot of people. Star Wars and Star Trek are dead to me. Now the old stuff, Star Wars, old stuff, Star Trek, like Enterprise, good. When you come to Star Trek STD, why would you call it STD to begin with? And the Kelvin timeline, I'm sorry, that Star Trek is dead to me after that. And Star Wars died after pretty much Rogue One. I know that The Force Awakens wasn't bad, but it was A New Hope. I already saw A New Hope. So I'll say Rogue One and the first 2 seasons of The Mandalorian. Outside of that, Star Trek, Star Wars dead to me. Indiana Jones, aside from the first, I'll even say the first 4 films, it's dead to me after that. I'm tired of these companies just pumping out crap and just force feeding it to us, and we're supposed to be happy with that. No, and I think times are changing though. I'm hearing they may cancel The View, which I would be very happy if they cancel The View. Got another super. Holy shit, man! What is this? What is this? Green Semi 87, dude. This is a small personal channel. I'm trying to save you guys money. $49.99. I really appreciate that. Oh, so much. Too much. Too much. Make it old school cool again. And that's what I'm talking about here. So hoping the views are gonna get canceled. I'm tired of listening to those chickens cluck 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 with their bullshit. And I think now, hopefully schools, the American flag, all these things are going to start coming back and being proud to be an American or whatever country you're from. Wherever country you're from, you're going to have pride. That's kind of what being your country person is. You have pride in your country. And yes, you absolutely have freedom of speech. You do have freedom of speech. But usually the people are burning the flag or saying, I'm me, moo, or I'm thee, them, or those things. They don't want to hear your opinion. It's their opinion, or they cry, scream, and freak out. That's not freedom of speech. Freedom of speech is you give your opinion. I listen. I can agree or not agree. I give you my opinion. You can agree or not agree. But we're both entitled to our opinions. Speak in our opinions. You don't have to agree with it. Go away. I don't have to stop doing what I'm doing because you don't agree with it. That's what the off button is for. Or that's I leave the room for. Okay? That's what real freedom of speech is. You don't have to like what I'm saying. I don't have to like what you're saying. Leave the room. Don't partake. That's the worst thing that happens on like Facebook. I have so many of these fan groups. They've gotten better now, but there was a time that was so bad because everyone felt it was their way, and if you're wrong, it became a flame war. No, I'm sure there's a lot of people who agree with you. Some people still like the new Star Wars. That's fine. I and I will never like them because they're garbage. You want to think they're good? My son, what do you want? He said it was good, and I was like, you're crazy, and I can't think what it was, but I'm like, the old stuff was better. He's like the new. Oh, we're watching Charmed now, the TV show, because my son Cole is named after Cole Turner in Charmed, and there was a sequel made. He goes, it's not that bad. It sucks. My opinion. I'm entitled to it. I'm entitled to it. So that's the one good thing about being on Kicking Old School and you guys here. You are absolutely free to speak your mind here. You're absolutely free to voice your opinions here. You're free to speak, and I will read it. I can agree or I cannot agree. And that's called being an adult. That's called being open-minded. I mean, that's what this is really about. When someone tells you, I'm the right and you're garbage, or I'm right and you're stupid, or I'm right, or and people do that, That's not being an adult, and that's not what it's about. It's about you listen, hear the facts, and then I'll tell you you're wrong. And you can go, well, I disagree. And I can say I disagree, and you walk our separate ways. But when it comes to those properties, that's what I have to say. Of course, your opinion. Everyone here, you know, and I don't know everything. I don't, but I have strong opinions when it comes to certain things. Got another super chat. I'll pause this for this super chat. Kevin Clausen, $2. We are free to super chat. Yes, you are. Next generation, yes, absolutely. I liked all the Star Treks up until I guess it would be Enterprise. Really, I think it was the last Star Trek that I enjoyed. So Deep Space Nine, Next Generation, I liked all of them, and the fan made ones. If you guys didn't know, on YouTube there was a Star Trek Continues or Star Trek: The New Adventures. They were great. They were so good that when they were coming with Star Trek STD, they were doing better than them, and they forced. That's what this whole thing came about. 15 minutes. You can't make something more than 15 minutes. They canceled it because it was better. It was better than what they were doing. It was better what they were doing. And the point I was making before is, I am not a perfect person, and by the long shot, but what I am is a decent person. I'm a caring person. I try and listen to people. I try and make people feel good. I try and make people feel like their voices are being heard. But then there are other people there. It's either their way or screw yourself. You can do everything in the world for somebody. Everything. There's one thing they don't want to hear, even if it's not wrong. It's just maybe it's a difference in wording. I don't know. But something they don't want to hear, they fuck you and they walk away. And you know what? I realize now that's okay. That's okay. I'm here. I got you guys. We're gonna build this. Kicking old school, retro gaming, quality stuff, quality people. We're gonna change the gaming industry. We're gonna make it better together. Together. That's my new rant for today. Because you guys know what it's about. Having fun, not spending a lot of money, but also sharing with your friends and family, right? That's what it's kind of about. Gaming brings people together. Movies that aren't Kathleen Kennedy's movies bring people together. And if you have a if someone out there, if you're putting effort into people, a lot of effort into people, you don't get enough in return, just walk away. They're not worth your time. They're not worth your time. Express yourself. Be honest. Put your stuff out there. If they don't want to hear it or they don't see your value, all good. Walk away. That's what it is. Boom. My wife turned on Star Trek 4, The Final Frontier the other night. I told her it was the worst Star Trek ever. Oh, watch Discovery. That is a tough one. That is a tough one. But I would still, it's bad as Star Trek 5, and it is bad. I'm not gonna lie, it's bad. But I can't get STD. I just can't. I just can't. But Meatball Saucy, you're entitled to your opinion. Here, I respect your opinion. I don't necessarily agree, but your opinion matters here, my friend. All right, so let's get back to this. So Maniac Mansion was a game that first came out, and they made sequels. There was Maniac Mansion. I'm going to show. They have a clip. Let's just play this thing here along here. Is this thing on? Let me turn this on and make sure this is up. Let's just watch this here. Right there. What was good about this game when this came out, I first played it in the Commodore 64, then I got it in the PC, CJ mode, and then my Amiga, is it was a point and click adventure. Okay, they had games like Zork beforehand. You had to type in these words. This had predefined words. You moved your cursor on the screen. You went over to say a door, open door, knock on door, things along those lines. And it had multiple endings and it had multiple pathways in the game. This was kind of something new. Not totally new, but something kind of new in a graphic tile adventure. You had a bunch of kids. You could only pick 3 of all the kids you saw on this beginning screen here. I'll go back. So you have all these kids. You can only pick 3 at a time. And okay, another super chat. Oh, we have. I got to pull this up here. Boop, boop, boop. Tim, my friend Tim, excellent friend Tim, $49, buddy. You don't have to do that. We're the cheap channel. I'm trying to save you guys money. Just got back, Glenn, in time for the super chat. GRS rocks. Tim, always good to have you around. I'm glad you're home safe and sound, my friend. Really do. And we'll give you something here too. Where to go? Where did it go? Oh my God, my super chats are getting horrible because I can't find anything. Is it over here maybe? Here we go. Gave you some blue there. But back to Maniac Mansion real quick. Is you had all these different ways there would be, if so much time went by, characters would just go in different spots. Very, very. If you haven't played this game, you could play it on NES, but that's probably the weakest version. You could play it on the PC. Different ways of doing it. There's now also there are sequels. The official sequel is Day of the Tentacle. It was a CD-ROM game. There was speech in it. So Maniac Mansion, Day of the Tentacle. But there are people who have made sequels of the original game, improving graphics, sound, speech in the game. You have the Night of the Meteor, and they also had another one called where'd it go? Meteor Mess. So these are both reimaginings of the same game. They're all very, very fun. But then they also came out with another game, a real true sequel called Zach McCracken and the Alien Mindbenders. And this also was a very, very fun game. It kind of took the Maniac Mansion formula and expanded on it. But it was still a point-and-click adventure. Very, very fun game. Of course, there's puzzles you got to figure out. But what I really miss, honestly, Maniac Mansion and Zach McCracken, the box, when you got the box, it came with a bunch of information, like posters. And one of the big things with Maniac Mansion, the code disc. And a lot of you youngins may not know, but back in the day, you have these discs, and it was red, and you have to put like a red paper, and you have to find these codes in the game. So when you got a certain part in Maniac Mansion, there was a locked door. And if you didn't put in the right code, a nuclear reactor in the basement went off and it nuked the game. And that was their copy protection. And I thought that was phenomenal that they did that. Of course, the new versions, they did away with that. That's part of the game that's missing to me, because that code key explosion in that part was part of the game. If you just downloaded and trying to play it, you thought you got the game for free. You got that level and you nuked the building. But they had posters in there. It was just really good. Lucasfilm did a really good job. And then, of course, they came out with Secret of Monkey Island and so many other games. I didn't realize how many games that they came out with. See if I can pull this up full screen here. All these games. I'm going to try and make this full screen if I can. All these games are based on the Scum engine. And this is, let me turn to Zach over here. He's just starting. Zach, where'd you go, Zach? Boom. And let me get that one off of here. Boop, 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 boop. Too many buttons. There we go. Let's go back to the small one. There we go. Back to here. So there's all these games that they did. And one of the good things they get on the Viper is it does support Scum games. So you can get these games, download them, and play them on the Viper. Or if you want to play the original Commodore 64 version, you can on the Viper as well. So these are just really fun games that people don't, I think, talk about much anymore. And it's sad because they are such fun games. There's a lot of comedy built into these games. And like, some of it's a little more serious, but very, very fun games. Don't copy that floppy. I remember that back in the day. Yeah, Steve, you're right. Back in the day, when you bought these games, there was so much more in the box than a thin piece of paper and a CD. There was sometimes comic books, storybooks, keys, all these things that are in there that really enhanced the overall experience. But for me, the Maniac Mansion box, when I opened that one up, there was such an amazing experience. And for a while, I actually took the box and actually had it on my wall. I cut the box and put it on the wall because the artwork was great. It was just such an amazing game. If you guys never played Maniac Mansion or Zach McCracken, I highly, highly recommend it. I think it's just a fun game. I really do. Video Game Vegas. Love you, Glenn, but there is no way I'm going to play these games on an arcade machine. Well, you don't have to. You can play it any way you want. The Viper is available on things other than an arcade machine. You can play it any way that you want. But it's a really fun game. But I can understand that. I can understand that. We could play the NES version. It's just watered down too much. You can't even nuke the hamster. Nuking the hamster was like the best part of the game. Oh, look at this. I still have all my old box PC games. Look at that. Nice. Origin Games had great extras, but Infocom was the king of extras. I don't think I ever played any of the games. They did a lot of very intellectual games. That was a little bit beyond me, I think, back in the day. Oh, he just says it's on Steam. How much does it cost? It's important to know how much things cost. Can't just say it's up there. How much does it cost? So we have a few minutes left. Do you have any other questions about the GRS Build-A-Case FU edition or the GRS enhancement kits for the Star Wars Flight Yoke or the KVM? Ask now, forever hold your peace, because we only got a few minutes left in the show because Super Gamer and Dudes will be out at 9 o'clock. Let's see right here. A lot of people actually choose their new car with a cup holder. It is true. It is true, John. People do that. I think it might be even a little expensive. Even $5. That's more like a 99-cent game at this stage of the game, for the age of the game. But okay, $5.99. I mean, I bought Star Wars Squadrons for 99 cents, for God's sakes. So a little overpriced, I think. But thank you. It's a $5.99 or $6. Which is it? Probably $5.99. Question. I see a question. Paul. Will R-Cade be available to normal PC machines on the front end? No. R-Cade stands for Rock Chip. So it'll only be available for Rock Chip chipsets. So it will work on the Viper, obviously the Viper Venom. It'll also actually work on the games under the name of the Unchained. It's called the R-Cade Unchained for the games Legends. But it will not be available for anything other than those platforms. Question, what's the timeline for Kickstarter again? We haven't put that down just yet. I'm hoping to get my Build-A-Cade FU, full-size unit edition, before the end of this month. In which case, I will do a live stream, assembling and showing it off, and then we'll give details on the actual Kickstarter. I want people to see it. I want my fellow YouTubers to see it. I need to drum up some support. We need support to make the GRS Build-A-Cade FU edition a reality for everyone. I liked playing Beyond Castle Wolfenstein. Never played that game. Another question here. Brent S. Question, will the FU parts be available separately? I can't afford to ship the whole unit internationally. That may be something we do in the Kickstarter. So Brent, that's a possibility, because the Build-A-Cade FU actually does have a bar top part, but it's very big because it's a full-size machine. But you can, in theory, have just the top part and not go for the coin door bottom piece. So that is a potential maybe. We're actually also even contemplating other people, but the big problem is I'm very big on the quality. We may partner with people around the world to build the cabinets to save on shipping, but they really have to prove that they can really build within the tolerances and quality that we can do. If they can prove that to me, we're open to working with people around the world, building the units to save on shipping. Because I really want this in your hands. I don't want this breaking the bank. I really don't. I want you guys to get the best you can at a price that blows other people out of the water. Papa Brad's Gaming question: how does Daphne run a Viper? Very, very, very well. Very well. I have them all running on my machine. Maki, all my favorite games on there just fine. So the answer is it works great. Less filling, tastes great. Da, 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 da. Make sure I didn't miss any questions. If I missed something, just post it again. I see awesome question. Make sure I didn't miss it. But, do 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 do. Okay, we're gonna give one more question if anyone's got it. If not, we'll wrap up the show. I do want to thank my super chatters because you really $49.99 is an amazing super chat. It's really more than I don't deserve it. I don't deserve it, but I appreciate it. Question, Video Game Vegas. Oh, I missed you. Does Professor Pac-Man run well on Viper? Just kidding. I'm sure it would. I've never played it. I don't think I missed any other questions. So I'm gonna. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And again, just remember, stay true to yourselves, everyone. You know, we always put faces on, or try to be good to people, but sometimes people don't really care if you're good to them. Some people really don't care how you treat them. Some people don't care how you treat their family. They just care what they want to care about, and they care about nothing else. So for those people, I say I am sorry, but GRS moving on tonight, which is great. Less filling, tastes great. I appreciate all of you guys here. What's this, Kevin Claus? What's that about that? You probably got more than that, buddy. And I appreciate it. Listen, I want to say it again. GRS, this channel, Kicking Old School, super chats. It's great you guys want to do it, but it's not necessary. I love you guys regardless. But I do appreciate it when you do. I can say thank you for sure. I did invent the time machine. So I must have invented the time machine because the hour did fly on by. So listen, I want to say once again, I appreciate you guys coming in. You guys are the best. I love you guys. You are my family from the family I thought I had, I don't have, which is okay. Their choice. But you guys are great. Super Gamer Dudes is on. And I want to say I appreciate you guys. Keep your eye open for the Kickstarter. Keep your eye open for the review of the Flight Yoke add-ons. And that's it. I want to wish you guys a happy time. And normally I always say, tell family and friends you love them. Tomorrow's never promised. That's true. But I'm just going to say, you guys have a good night tonight. Game on. And remember to kick it old school.
Gluing on cartridges, hit reset. 8-bit dreams, can't lose that bet. Floppy disk and arcade lights. Pac-Man, Frogger, we're playing all night. Sixes in the background, neon in the air. 80s vibes, man, we didn't care. VHS tapes staying up too late. Saturday world, now that's an art. We're cruising on hoverboards, living our dream. Old school forever, we're igniting the scene. It's time to kick it old school, turn the clocks back, break the rules. When the pixels pop and the world was cool, we're taking it back.